concluding our look at the Reset 64 fanzine is issue 10, published in July 2017 in a new professionally printed format, and the PDF free to download will be available soon. As you can see, I also ordered the Reset Mixi Disc, which includes a special intro, the classic game Dino Eggs, Frogs Quack, new Megastar game Tombstones, and information on how to submit items and games to the magazine, and on side B the complete game Misfortune, along with Twin Terrors and Fort Django, and some funny care instructions on the back, courtesy of Ken's. So, looking at the cover, you'll immediately notice Sam from the forthcoming game Sam's Journey, and there's a big feature on the game inside. So we open up the flyer for the Forum 64 sports game competition. We'll put that to one side. The contents page, talking through everything in the issue, and some of the many games reviewed. So, first up, the editorial and the staff listing. Great editorial from Kevin describing what an important year this is and how far the magazine has come since it started in November 2013. So then, Sam's a-coming, an interview with Knights of Bite about the incredible platform game Sam's Journey, which is on the way. Prototype cartridge, box art and C64 loading screen, and you can also see the little sprites of Sam in its various outfits. More news from Pro Division, including forthcoming game Wormhole on TRS, and more. Pond Software advert for the tape edition of the Bare Essentials. RGCD, forthcoming cartridges to include Paul Collar's Luftrausers. Cytronic roundup on recent releases. Polyplay talking about, amongst other things, Rescuing Orc, also reviewed on the Scene channel. And then more games in development. Steel Ranger from Lasse Ernie, Geo 6 from Miguel Talander, alongside Pains and Eggs, Knights and Bites 3, Knife and Growl 3. The sequel to Maze of the Mummy, Maze of the Mayan Temple. Brisbane C64 Nights, September the 2nd. Mention of Citadel 2 from Martin Piper, and MAH from Simone Bilkaka. An advert for Tombstones, which is included on the Mixi Disc. And here's details of what's on the Mixi Disc, including Quack version 1.3, fixes a few bugs. And then the Reset crew with brilliant sprite heads by Anthony Stella, and says Ant as Rob Caporetto, who has a brilliant YouTube channel. Alex Boz, Oz Retro Gamer, Cameron Davis Gazunta, the cartoonist, Kevin Tilley, Uncle K, the editor, Paul Morrison, Paulie Mose, who's writing a book about the Commodore 64, They Were Our Gods, Paul Kitching, graphic artist, Del Seymour, who's responsible for the new layouts. A review then of Slipstream, by Balknecht. I also mentioned the Plus 4 version and the fact that it's compatible with the Super CPU and Chameleon, Turbo Chameleon, and then on to Platman Worlds Review, great intro page there. Graphics there. Review. And this is a nice feature. The Rob plays. A link then to his video of the game. Uncle Kev on here, and then you may recognise this name here. This is my part of the review on Sleepwalker, new game from John Darnell, and John talks here about recreating the game he started work on in 1984 and is now recreated and finished. Review of Shoot 'em Up Destruction Kit 4 from Alphon Give, which has got some good fun and some good variety, different types of game, and loads of bonuses on the disc. Reset Bytes short reviews then, Space Trip 2086, The Sky is Falling, the conversion of Gunfight, classic ultimate game, the brilliant Donkey Kong from Oxyron. I think the score's a little low there, personally. A Calibeth, the camp created with the D42 adventure engine. Frogger Arcade from Digital Monastery, Who Could Have Force, very good game. Frogs from Dr. Warrior Industries, his latest 4-player game. And then The Blast in the Past. This issue's theme is platforming, and so the team pick favourite platformers. So we've got Creatures 2 mentioned, Blagger, Impossible Mission, a couple of votes there for Impossible Mission. Nebulous, one of my favourites. Great Guiana Sisters also gets a mention here. I'm guessing choosing Turrican 2, Stingray choosing Hook, and Richard Bayless going for Mayhem in Monsterland, so good feature there. A look at the Great Guiana Sisters construction kit, allowing you to make your own levels. And Cameron here provides a very clever little starter's guide to how to do it. And Paul here interviews the one and only Dennis Caswell, the man responsible for the classic Commodore 64 game Impossible Mission. And the iconic Epix box art. That's a fascinating feature with some interesting insights into the whole design process. Battlebug, the game Dennis worked on years later. An advert for the forthcoming Argus, soon to be finished. Reset Reloaded with Martin Grundy, regular feature, looking back to 1987, in particular the first half of 1987, before a flood of good games, including Whizball, Barbarian, Head Over Heels, Leaderboard. Yari's regular column, comparing games on different formats. This time looks at Tom Thumb and Tom on the VIC-20, Commodore 16 and C64. It's a good feature, learned one or two interesting things in this feature. And then regular communist Leonard Roach on getting ideas on what to write about. That's a good fun read. An advert then for Dino Eggs Rebirth. David Schroeder, the original creator, has now produced a modern version for Windows, Mac and Linux through Steam. And finally, Peter Poker with listings and pokes for recent games. Turned over 2 pages there. And all the listings are also included on the Mixi disc, which is a nice idea. Reset Rewind, regular feature looking back at an old game. This time staff, including me, look back to Terry's Big Adventure from Grand Slam on their Shades mid-price label. You can see my panel. Fun little platform. If you haven't played it before, it's just you. Reset Q&A talking about the magazine, the whys and the wherefores, where to find it, how to keep in touch. And at the bottom of the page there you'll notice the answers for the Commodore crossword. I love the presentation using Bounty Bob Strikes Back. And it's a good crossword. There's some very obscure clues in there, but I'm sure you'll get them in the end. And as ever, we end with a brilliant cartoon from Blow the Cartridge, Cameron Davis. And this time it's themed on Blagger. And talking about how strange the levels of Blagger are. Back cover is an advert for Planet Golf featuring the artwork of Oliver Frey. So there we go, a comprehensive look at Reset 64 issue 10. And as I said, the magazine has come a long way since Kevin Tilley first had the idea of a free PDF that people could download, keeping them up to date with news and reviews. And I think it's fair to say I've enjoyed writing for it over the years, and I always look forward to the new issue arriving in physical form. I hope you enjoyed this look back through the history of Reset 64 right up to the current issue. And keep watching the Scene World channel for more Commodore 64 reviews. Thank you for watching.